Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
What up, hoodies? How's everybody doing this Saturday afternoon? I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I am a little late. Well, a lot of late. But hey, it is what it is. I had some things to do around here, kept getting phone calls, setting up a little grandbaby date with my oldest son, and still trying to do my TV show review while catching the tea on other shit that's been going down in the B sector. And let me just say, nobody has to come and tell me anything that somebody said about me in their chat. I wasn't on no type of shit then when it happened, and I'm not on any type of shit now. And that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You know, no beef. Anyway, thank you, Corio, for dropping down in the chat and telling everybody to like and share, and also giving the Cash App. If anybody wants to donate to the commentary or to the panel, it is Cash App $ the hood table 402. But let's get right on into this review, because y'all, we only got 2 episodes left this season, because it's normally like 10 episodes or whatnot, you know, in the Power franchise or whatever you want to call it. But Power Universe. But basically we got 2 episodes left. We are now on episode 8. This is, of course, season 4, episode 8, Power spinoff Ghost 2. And the title of the show was called Higher Calling. Now, of course, I'm going to give y'all my little recap, my little commentary, my little opinions of the different storylines and characters and whatnot. But feel free, as always, to make sure you comment in the chat if you got anything to add to the commentary or to the review. And then at the end of the show, if anybody wants to join me up here on the panel to give their little 2 cents into what they think is going on or their thoughts on the TV show, feel free to do so. But first, let me get my shit off, okay? Thank you so much. And again, make sure you guys like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you happen to be new here. And also feel free to join the membership if you want to become a member of Hood Nation. Thank you so much. What up, T Danielle? What up? How you doing, boo? Thanks for dropping down on me today. I really do appreciate that. But yes, so girl, this show was so good. This show was so good. The whole season has really been good to me. I think by far it's probably, besides the first season, I think this is the best season. That's how I feel. For me, that is. But anyway, at the beginning of the episode, Carter was seen telling his crew that nobody is ever prepared for a fatal car crash. Felicia. Remember? Bye, Felicia. Bye, bitch. Okay, Felicia, who, you know, he claimed was tough and fearless, you know, one of their own, just like family. Her tragic death will undoubtedly leave a big hole in their hearts, right? And in light of her death, the union will be setting up a fund for her little boy. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Po Felicia. Shit. Bye, Felicia. You know how we asked that one day when she was live and she was like, bye, when she was talking to, oh my God, when she was talking to Reed. She was like, bye, just go, bye. Anyway, bye, Felicia. Okay. But, I can see how Carter was able to make it appear as a car crash. We all know Diana was responsible for Felicia's death, but Carter was able to make it appear as a car crash, as a fatal wreck. But how is he going to make her son erase the memory of seeing Diana and Tariq during the time his mother died? Not only that, but something was gnawing at Nico. He knew something just didn't sound right and it didn't sit right, okay? He did not believe for 1 second that their partner died from an accidental car crash. Still yet, Carter tells him, I know the two of you were close, so I'm here if you want to talk, all right? And he pat him on the back and just walked out the office. Man, you talking about evil? That Carter, he is a whole lot right. But then soon after Carter and his crew finished, throwing some shots back for their dead homie, he took Drew to his new job. Drew, who has replaced Zion, will be in charge of the cage and the underground fight nights and everything. Illegal fight nights, by the way. And being hypothetical with his brother Drew, Kane accused him of drinking too much of the Kool-Aid from Carter. Like, how you going to accuse him of being all up in Carter's butt when where is his head? Right, all up in Noma's ass, right? And so Drew in return says, well, that's better than drinking Noma's stinking ass bad water. I was cracking up. I was cracking up because, come on now. I said hypocritical because Kane is doing the same thing that Drew is doing. One villain might be a cop and the other might be a drug dealer, but they have both found their way under somebody else's thumb doing shit that neither one of them really wants to do, right? That's where they are right now. The whole entire family, Tariq, Braden, everybody is under somebody's thumb, even McLean. Even McLean Esquire. Okay. But Drew and his mother, Monet, they also had some type of words together, right? They had even got into it regarding working for Carter, as far as Drew is concerned. Monet wanted him to not forget your family, not forget where you came from. My blood still runs through you, deep and deep. As if, they aren't all in some type of predicament. Drew actually was the one who saved them, right? If it wasn't for Drew doing what he did in jail, Carter was after all them. He was on their neck. But, he do like his new position. Drew really never had a big position with his family. It was always, even Diana had a position in the family, running that store where they were selling drugs out, at the school. But he never really had a big position in that family. They didn't look at him as if he was able to do it or do big things like their dad did. Rest in peace, Daddy Tejada. But so he likes his new position that he was trusted to run. He called it some Keaton type of shit, right? Running the underground illegal fight club, which didn't last long though. Kane got his ass. After they had their little, disagreement about who's kissing more ass. That didn't last long, thanks to Kane and Noma. Because after that interaction with his mother, he was given a little note sent from Kane. What up, friend? Hey, baby, how you doing? Shout out to the members in the chat. What did that little note say? Me and wifey decided we liked the building. Love, Kane. I'm like, ooh, he cannot stand for his little brother to have any type of power, right? And immediately Drew knew that the letter was from Kane. And seeing how Kane had just put a stop into running the Carter's undercover fight club, he decided to break into Kane's apartment. And after breaking in and figuring out the password to Kane's computer, he logged into his iMessages. Doesn't that sound familiar? iMessages? Can somebody say Vegas trip? Let me leave the beat sector shit out of this. But anyway, he logs into his iMessages, and that's where he sees that there's a gun shipment arriving that evening, which of course he relays to Carter. But we're going to get back onto that in a second, right? Let's talk about Noma. Okay, Noma done got engaged to Kane, and she announced the great news to her daughter, Anya. This most definitely came as a surprise to Anya, especially knowing that Kane is a thug half her mother's age. And mind you, at that time, Anya still had no idea. Matter of fact, she still has no idea what all her mother does career wise, right? Still, even after hearing that it's for business purposes only, Anya went on to say, hold up, mother. Hold up, hold up. First, you fled Europe from, after my father was shot in the head. You don't want me hanging around Therese St. Patrick, whose father was a drug kingpin. And now you're marrying Cade for business. And I do have that in quotations, like for business. I mean, Anya, she was in disbelief. And she asked her mother, if did you know that Kane had an arrest record for battery and theft? When you first hired him, did you know that he had a record for battery and theft? And her mother had the nerve to say, we cannot judge people's past. Oh, did I say it like her? We cannot judge people's past. Man, I was cracking up because Anya said, nah, ma, that D must be good. She was like, you must be getting some good D, right? I mean, she's literally tired of the bullshit. She's tired of her mother lying to her, not being straight with her. So she straight up asked her mama, are the police after you? Is the police after you? And that's when Noma, she had to confess. She had to confess. She stood up. Everybody left the room. It was like as if everybody already knew. All right, it's time to go. It's time to go. They about to have a moment here, a little come to Jesus moment. So Noma, she confessed that, Anya's dad was a drug trafficker, which she claimed she didn't know about when they first met. Just like she claimed she didn't know that Kane had a record as well, right? So we know that's a lie. You said Anya said that's what we've been doing. Exactly, that's what they've been doing, judging everybody, okay? She ain't lying either. Her mama stay lying though. Her mother stay lying. And so she had told her daughter, your dad was a trafficker. I didn't know it when we first met, and they didn't want Noma to know the truth. Her father didn't want her to know the truth. Thus, the reason why Anya always lived in the States and her parents always resided in Europe, in order to try to protect her from their dangerous activities. Now, some of what Noma was saying sounded really believable, right? Except, of course, for the part about her leaving her husband. I am wondering still what really went down with her husband, with Anya's father. They say he was shot in the head, but what really happened? That's what I'm waiting to find out. But she sat right there in her daughter's face, lying, talking about she left because, she got tired of her husband, ruining lives and family with his drugs, albeit she's doing the same damn thing, right? Right? And I'm hoping Anya, she wasn't falling for that. And this is why I'm trying to make myself legit crap. But we shall see. We shall see, because after hearing all that, Anya, she paid a visit to Kane to inquire about how are you able to afford your way of living? How are you able to afford this penthouse, your nice clothes, your nice ride, all your jewelry? How are you able to afford this? Because she wasn't totally falling for her mother's stories. And that's why she asked Kane, does my mother also sell drugs? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does my mother also sell drugs? Yeah, she was the one who shot him. She wanted the business. She got the nerve to sit there and lie to her daughter and say, I left your father because I was tired of him ruining lives and ruining families. Just straight up lie. But Anya, she ain't falling for all of it. She probably believed most of the story, especially like her living in the States, because they were trying to protect her from dangers of, their activities. But yeah, she don't believe that story. Not for 1 minute. And not for 1 minute also will she be calling Kane daddy. She was like, don't think I'll be calling you daddy. Child, they about the same age. Kane is what? Just a few years older than Anya? But anyway, what is up with Brayden, y'all? Brayden has got to be out of his ever sniffing mind. First, he moves out of Tariq's spot to move in with Elle. Okay. He was talking about how much he loves her, even though he don't really know her, like Tariq said. And then when Tariq was questioning him about his moves, about his behavior, his response was, "I'm moving smart, I'm moving fast, and the shit is working." Mm-mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. The shit ain't working. Bro, the shit ain't working. When he arrived at Elle's room, he found her unresponsive after doing some cocaine. And did y'all see the way that he didn't give a second thought to shooting that drug dealer? I'm like, what? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He was like, Reek, you can kill who you want to kill, but I can't kill who I want to kill. But then again, if Brayden would have kept forcing him to sniff his own product, he probably would have died anyway, right? Especially if it was really laced. But I was like, damn. Tariq was just standing there like, motherfucker, I know you did not just kill that dude. And then, he went to visit his girl Elle, who was still in the hospital from, the lace product. Brayden promised her that the dealer would never have the chance to do that to anybody else. And Elle literally appalled at Brayden's reaction of love, so he say, just could not believe what he had just did. Not only because ain't nobody forced her to take any drugs. Ain't nobody forced her to take any cocaine laced with fentanyl. Ain't nobody held a gun to her head. She made her own choice. She made her own decision. Yeah, it resulted into a cardiac arrest, but it wasn't, nobody forced her to do it. And yes, he was real high. Tariq didn't even realize how high he was until they got back to the drug dealer's apartment or to his spot. He didn't even realize how high he was, but he soon found out. But yeah, that lace cocaine, lace with fentanyl, it got her put in the hospital for cardiac arrest. But also because, she was mad at him because Brayden obviously thought that what he did was absolutely warranted. He thought he was protecting her, being her Captain Save-A-Ho. That's what he thought he was doing, But in the end, she's the one who's going to be left with the guilt. Why? Because, again, it wasn't nobody else's fault. It wasn't nobody else's fault. Now, he could have went to jail or anything like that, or she could have just stopped, buying drugs from him. But she definitely didn't want him to kill him. That is the last thing she wanted. That is the last thing. And imagine her laying on her hospital bed. She could have died herself, and she's still. Why would you do that? Boy, I don't know what's going to happen to Brayden, but I have a feeling he ain't going to last to the end of this season. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Them drugs, boy. And I think it was the minute that he realized he had no chance with his family, that his father had disowned him after his sister had been kidnapped. That was like the last straw with his dad. And it was like after then, he just been spiraling more and more out of control. But anywho, Effie and Kane. Now, both Kane and Effie, we know they still got feelings for each other, right? We know they still got feelings for each other. What Kane has with Noma is just business, so he says. And as a matter of fact, Kane claims that he didn't know that Noma would flash her wedding ring in front of Effie. How could he not know, though? Because they both might be working for Noma. Still yet, Noma, I believe, and y'all let me know if y'all believe differently, but I believe is still fully aware of the feelings that both Kane and Effie share for one another. I think Noma wholeheartedly knows that he has feelings for Effie and that Effie has feelings for him. And that's why she always does the things she do to try to piss Effie off, try to get underneath her skin, including, flashing that big ass ring in front of her face. Because remember, when she was first introduced to Noma, as far as Effie, Kane told her she only had to do one thing. You only got to do one thing for this lady, and that's it. That turned into her being like the middleman between her and the Russians, So like Effie was like, that's why last episode, remember? No, that was 2 episodes ago. Effie had told Kane, I'm tired of this shit. I want to get out of this shit. I can't do this shit no more. That's what she told Kane. And at the time, he didn't have nothing to say. He was just like consoling her, patting her on her head, gave her a kiss. He didn't know what to say because he knows it's not going to be easy to get from underneath Noma. Right. What up, Noble? How you doing? You said I knew he was going to catch that body. Child. Brayden has not, yes, he has not been smart. Like, he's always been like a little behind, a little marble short. You said, I think Tommy and Tasha going to come help Tariq and Brayden. Now that would be, oh, wow. That would be a storyline. That would be like the storyline of the whole season, right? And T. Danielle said, I believe Noma has some feelings also, but she's got to play like she doesn't care because he works for her. You think Noma really likes him? I'm going to have to ponder on that. Because I've never really got that feeling, especially after she opened her legs for McLean too. Like, she was literally sleeping with the both of them at the same time. But you might be right. You might be onto something. But yeah, she flashed that ring in front of her. Noma, she's been using them both. Noma is using Kane. Kane is using Noma. And Effie, on the other hand, she has the desire to remove herself from the entire situation, but she can't quite figure out how to do it. And like I said in episode 6, after managing to narrowly get away with her life during the Russian raid, that's when Effie told Kane that she doesn't know if she can do that shit anymore. She had enough. And still, here she is now creating fake social media pages. Is one job after the next. One job after the next. And the fake media pages, of course, is so that Kane could look like a genuine fiance for Noma to get citizenship. Even though Effie expected Kane to tell her himself that he was engaged, he still promised to have her back. He still promised her to have her back, like he told her before. But we shall see. We shall see. But as I've been saying, this entire show has always been about kill or be killed, used or be used. And this episode of Tejadas, Tariq and McLean is trying to use, Noma against Carter. They're trying to pin Noma against Carter. And it was a very smooth setup, by the way, don't you think? I mean, once Carter found out that the drugs stolen by Monet really belonged to Noma and not to the Russians, Carter put in a plan to set up Noma. While the Tejadas, Tariq and McLean, set out a way for Noma to try to take Carter out. They trying to basically pin the two of them against each other. That's what they doing. And on your way in, everybody, make sure you like and share the video, please. And thank you very much. Yes, that D. What about that D? Child, I don't know because McLean, ooh, wee. I mean, in real life, Method Man, I think he puts it down. I think he puts it down. I don't know. But yeah, Noble said Effie is smart. I want her to get out successfully too. Effie has some big dreams. She has some big dreams, and I really do. I agree, Noble. I want her to get out too. Yeah. You said because he wants to Tasha, he went to Tasha about the baby. Mm-hmm. Yep. Tasha was upset. She was upset. And she didn't really want Tariq to do anything crazy, but his mother did tell him, make sure you're smart about what you're about to do. Make sure you do it smart. Don't end up in her situation where she's in police custody and their family is split up. So yeah, family first. Yep, always family first. But yeah, so basically McLean, knowing of Carter's plans to take Noma down, also set Noma up with a new corrupt bureaucrat to replace Mr. Adams. Now we all know that Zion has shot up Mr. Adams in the drive-by, right? So Noma had to find someone else crooked enough to help her not only to gain a government contract, but one who will also assist her with being granted U.S. citizenship. That new person being Sterling Reynolds. So while meeting with the new candidate, McLean, he slid on up in there in the booth pretending to be looking out for Noma. He did this by informing her that Carter has eyes and ears on her. Not now, but right now, bitch. He was like, right now, bitch. He slid her that little note like dinner's over. Grab your shit, grab your purse, grab your keys, and let's go. No doggy bag, leave that shit right where it is. We gotta get the hell up out of Dodge. And Noma, she caught that message quick, right? Catching the message quickly, she excused herself right in the middle of the meeting. And once away from Sterling, McClane asked her, now what are you going to do with Carter? Okay. What are you going to do with Carter? What is she going to do with Carter? What up, young chap? How you doing? I've been missing you. How you been? How you been? I did check out those other content creators that you did tell me to check out, and I did subscribe to them, and I've been watching them, by the way. Yep. What up? How you doing, boo? But yeah, so okay, so last episode I had asked y'all. My questions was, how long do you think it's going to last? How long are the Tejadas and Tariq going to continue to be forced underneath someone else's thumb? Because after Felicia's death, Carter demanded them to get him leverage on Noma. And at that time, I was wondering if this is where all that intel that Anya disclosed to Tariq regarding her mother, Noma, was going to come into play. And they all managed to walk away with their life and not in cuffs, so long as they guarantee Carter the leverage he needed to go against Noma. Remember, the last words of last episode for Carter was, welcome to the fucking team, Tariq. Right? And then later that night, Noma and Carter had an unexpected meet and greet. Because, Noma, she had set out to connect with Nico. And she was quite surprised for Carter to show up instead. Did y'all see the look on her face? She was like, well, this is a quite surprise. You welcome, Champ. You welcome. But she was like, now this is a surprise. Like, I was supposed to be meeting up with Nico. What are you doing here? Y'all know I'll be trying to talk like that bitch, right? But yeah, she was surprised. And, Noma let on that she knew what Carter had been up to, which was trying to get her people to set her up for him. And in order to get both Noma and Carter off their backs, that's what he had been up to, right? But then Carter found out Noma tried to turn Nico against him after, Nico interrupted Noma's gun shipment, which called for him to have words with Noma. His words was, I've been riding with Nico for as long as I can remember. So what you did is a serious violation. Because where I'm from, girl, that requires consequences. That's what he told her. Now, of course, Noma in her line of work, she couldn't argue with that. She couldn't argue with that for 1 second. Because in her line of work, we saw how she put down her man, her right-hand man, who Kane replaced, right? She took that knife and just stabbed him right in his throat and had him bleeding out all on her floor. Clean this up. Clean this up. Man, you think they about to get Carter the link? Child. I don't know. I'm about to drop the link in a minute just in case anybody want to jump up here and talk to me about the show. But yeah, Noma's line of work, she couldn't argue with that. What she did do was present to him an offer, though. Since they have an enemy in common, why not create a common goal together? Noma, not wanting any more trouble with the NYPD, suggested to Carter that she could offer him so much more, and that she's certain that there are things that he can do for her in return. He didn't answer. The show went off with him just standing there looking at her with his pretty eyes. But I'm sure they can probably work something out. I don't know. What y'all think? And here I'm about to drop the link just in case anybody wants to join in for the conversation. But hold on. Let me drop the link. Okay, I just dropped the link. So if anybody wants to chime in, feel free, hit that link. And you said okay, hold on, let me read some comments. Not long. Okay. Young Champ said not long. They ready. Get Noma and Carter deleted. and then Noma, the weakest boss chick ever. And then Noble said, and never forget about Rashad Tate and his brother Kamal. Oh, you know what? I'm surprised that didn't come into the storyline this show, because we only got like 2 more shows left. I'm still kind of hurt about that because I like Kamal. He ain't do nothing wrong to nobody. Shit, if anybody should have died between the 2 brothers, Tate probably should have been the one that was taken out a long time ago. Carried out by 6 in a nice white casket. Yeah. But anywho, Young Champ said, I guess Nico's wife never told him Kane was at his home. I guess not. I guess not. Wow. You know what? In my Deanna Urban voice, we got questions. We got questions. So, do y'all think that Carter is going to take Noma up on her offer? How do y'all think this is going to play out with only 2 episodes left? Do you think Carter is going to placate her and pretend to be working with her and still try to take her out? Or do you think that Carter is going to take up her offer and try to get in her good graces and possibly be making money with her? How do y'all think that is going to play out? Please let me know how you guys think that is going to play out. As far as Effie, again, we all want Effie to get out of there scot-free. We don't want her to be injured. We don't want her to be killed. I really like Effie, and y'all know I've been reviewing this show for years. So y'all know I didn't really like Effie at first. I really didn't. But then she kind of warmed up to me. And her and Tariq, I always thought they would have like this long-term relationship and be running the streets together, but it is what it is. He ended up sleeping with like 3-4 different girls, during this whole 4 seasons, and got one of them knocked up. But yeah, I really like Effie, and I hope she gets, because she wants to be, is it an engineer that she wants to be? I can't remember. Yeah.
What's up, sis?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm chilling. I was happy to see you was on here for real. I made my day.
And I'm happy to see you in the chat too. I was like, I wonder who all gonna show up today for this little review, because this was a good show. This was a good episode.
Yeah, it was good. I've been on a couple shows because I definitely want to chop it up.
Well, what do you think? Now, I saw that you had mentioned in the chat about Carter and Noma.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
What do you think is going to happen, like with this little offer that she gave him?
I mean, Carter trying to go big, so I don't see why he wouldn't take her offer. But I don't think that is etched in stone that she still can't become a victim, because I feel like when she told Carter that we could be like partners, he wasn't really feeling that too much. Like, bitch, I don't got no partners. You either gonna work for me or you gonna go to jail. Like, that's the vibe I kind of got from him, for real. So I think he gonna play the game with her though.
Now that would be crazy if the show started off, because they always pick up where they left off. But if he said, "Fuck you, bitch," I'm gonna keep coming for your ass until I can get enough evidence on your ass, and then I'm gonna put your ass under the jail. Because let's keep in mind, he still doesn't really like drug dealers very much after what happened to his wife. But I was wondering if maybe his wife might come into play again within these last few episodes, or that they would like I keep thinking that somebody in this whole circle of all these people might have had something to do with his wife's death. So I keep waiting to hear something about that, but maybe his wife was just an isolated situation. I don't know.
I think that I kind of think that the story about his wife is just kind of them trying to hurry up and give us some backstory about him, because you got to remember, like, we only got to see him this season. So
right,
everybody else kind of got 3 seasons of backstory. We kind of know where everybody came from except for Effie. That's why I feel like they threw her mother in there, even though that shit was irrelevant as hell. But
Mm-hmm.
remember when she told Tariq that the nigga was raping her and all that, and then her mother married him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the way she told him, he was in the middle of taking her to the scene where she tried to clip Lauren. So everybody was kind of on the fence. Like, is she telling the truth or is she just telling him something? Because he was like, "Oh yeah, sorry that happened to you." Like, he ain't really wasn't sympathetic. You feel me? So I think they just threw that in there to let us know that if he did have a fucked up childhood or whatever. But I
Right.
want to know who her brother is, though.
You said who her brother is?
Yeah, remember she said her brother got killed by police?
Oh yeah, you know what? And this is see what's weird for me about the whole Effie thing. Her real name, by the way, is Josie, but she did tell her mother, "Don't call me that bitch. I don't go by that name anymore." But she just came out the blue, like her mother just literally came out the blue. Like, I can't come visit my daughter at school. I need to hold some. You got some money? I need to hold some. How do you think she's going to play into these last few episodes? Because they couldn't just drop her out of the air for no
Yeah, I
reason.
don't think she's coming back. I think that was that. I don't think she's coming back. I think that was solely to let us know that Effie wasn't lying at that one time, and it could possibly be for a future spinoff. But that's the only reason I could really find some type of
Mm-hmm.
relevance in it. Other than that, that shit was a wasted plot scene. We don't got time for them to build on it. So what the
Right.
fuck was y'all purpose of doing that?
I don't know. You might be right. It might come into play in the spinoff. But that reminds me. I had asked earlier. Okay, you know how Carter was able to make it appear as a tragic car wreck or whatever with Felicia, but as far as the little boy who witnessed two people at his mama house around the time she was killed, and that of course was Diana and Tariq. So how do you think? Like, what do you think will happen? He's not going to forget. It's not like they can erase his memory from them too. So do you think that might become a part of the spinoff as well?
I definitely think that the fact that they got Diana all stressed out, pulling up to the school like a fucking pedophile or something,
Right.
that is definitely going to have to be some type. Y'all can't be doing all that story building for nothing. So it got to be something in there with that kid for real. Maybe he grow up and, or maybe he see her somewhere. I don't know. Somehow, some way, he gonna identify Diana at least. He might not identify Tyreek, but definitely Diana. She sat there, read that man a book, kissed him goodbye, played with his toys. He definitely
Exactly.
gonna remember.
Exactly. But she better be careful. She literally showed up at the school. Like, what if he was to see you? Like, she need to stop going to the damn school or daycare or wherever he was.
He need to get the fuck out the game. This shit ain't built for her. She about to send herself to prison.
Yep, yep. And I would hate to see that happen, by the way. I really would. But that is crazy. So what do you think about the situation with Kamal? Noble mentioned in the chat. He said, I think Tate is going to come into play and take out Carter. Remember the last conversation they had when they told him before they found the one that took out Kamal.
Yeah, I feel like Tate, the way he was answering the question, he don't really show you no emotion. So I can't really get a read on if he on to it or not. I wouldn't be surprised if they had him go holler at Tariq. I thought that was gonna happen this episode for real. That he
Yeah.
holler at Tariq. And Tariq let him know, like, man, yo was a dirty ass cop, man. That man got he taxing everybody, he fucking with the drug dealers. I thought that it would be like Kamal what's his name? Damn, Tate. Lorenz Tate. I was thinking he might use knocking off the dirty cops so he can run for governor.
I like that idea of Tate being the one because it's kind of like during the whole season, we would have said it was kind of unexpected. But seeing how it all played out with his brother, that seems like right up the alley for a great ending of a storyline for this whole season. For Tate to get revenge on his brother.
Yeah, man. And I feel like if they bring Old Dog back, man, the fans gonna go crazy.
Man, he get out that suit. Can you see him getting out that suit?
what I'm saying. He started talking his shit, started talking like a gangster. Yeah, they gonna go crazy for that. And I'm really mad that they didn't do what the fuck is wrong with this cheese? I'm really mad that they didn't do the what they was gonna call it, Influence, the one they were supposed to do for Tate.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That would have been the next spinoff if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the next spinoff. I'm loving this Power universe. I mean, most of the shows are really good. You know, Fitty, most of his stuff is really good. You know, in the past, even his movies and shows have been really good. So he has a great mind. But as far as Tate, you know, him and his brother has also the way they was raised. You know, they gangsta by heart, they hood from heart. So I could picture him taking him out and then still winning, you know, in the election. But Noble said Nico is going to approach Tate because of the one that took. Hold on, let me read that again. Nico is going to approach Tate because of the one that Diana took out. Okay, so you think Nico is going to approach Tate because of her taking out Felicia? Hey,
Nico
Little
don't know
Pressure.
that he don't know that she took out Felicia. Remember, Carter told him that it was a car accident. That was all. But I do think Nico is gonna tell them that he something. I think he gonna tell on Carter. I think he gonna flip on him for real because the way he been looking like he don't trust.
I see it. I see it. Okay, Noble. I see what y'all trying to say. Okay. So because of the fact that, and I did say last week that it's obvious that Tate wasn't believing his whole story, right? So I can see it. Okay, I'm picturing it now. Nico, he's pissed off. He finds out that Carter actually has something to do. Well, not something to do, but covered up the reason why Felicia, you know, the way she really died. And he gets pissed off, and he knows that Carter killed Nico's brother. So to get revenge, he goes and reveals to Tate what happened to his
The
brother.
reason why I'm on the fence is because remember when Nico went to talk to Noma and shit. Now I feel like that was Nico chance to backstab Tate right there. And he brought it straight to him, but he didn't tell about the money. So that make me feel like he's still gonna be trying to, you feel me, make side deals or some shit like that. Like I can't really get a read on him. Like I don't know if he don't trust Carter or if he do, or is it like a fear thing? Like he might don't want a lot of Carter because Carter might knock his ass off too. He might think Carter killing all the cops right now, so he just playing along.
Yeah, you got a point there. Nico could be afraid of him because I mean, you know how most villains are. The people who work under them, they do have some type of fear because they know they crazy. And they know
Right.
at the
And
drop of a
then
dime, they could take any one of them out, and who's going to say something about it?
exactly. And then you got two officers out your task force just turn up dead. I wouldn't be trying to fuck around with you at this point if I was working with them.
Child, Little Pressure, you like all the shows? Yeah, I do too. I can't wait till the one comes back on with what's his name?
Kanan?
The third one.
It was in Kanan.
Kanan. Yeah, I can't wait till that
Yeah,
one
that's
comes
the
back.
best one. That's the best one to me.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. But Noble said, yeah, because he know he's lying. And Noble said he saw how they planted the gun that took out Camille on the Russian Carter took out. That's right. To make it seem like, yep, to make it seem like the Russians, because that's what he told Tate. He said, basically, we did the raid. One of the Russians, you know, in revenge, you know, they went and took your brother out.
Yeah, Nico wasn't feeling that. Nico like, what? You sure this the right guy? So, and Carter kind of told him without telling him, like, look, yeah, it's the right guy, bro. We need to get this nigga to Tate so he can get off our ass. You good? So he like, yeah, I'm good. Like, but that kind of tell him like, bro, this ain't the right guy, but all right, I'm gonna just roll with whatever you got going on.
Wow. What up, CEO, little baby? How you doing, little boss? I said little baby. Little boss lady. And Noble said, and the safest way he can get Carter is through Tate. Yeah. I'm
But
ready
then
for
again,
Little Pressure.
we forgot about the IA. Remember, IA was just talking to Felicia. That need to come into play.
You said what now, boo?
I say, remember that Felicia had just talked to IA. They've been sniffing around. Now
Oh
you got
yeah.
two dead police on one task force, and the IA got to come around. It won't make sense if they don't start cracking down. We all got two police dead out the same task force.
Yep. That is true. That is very. I almost forgot about that. Because she was just called in because the way she's been manhandling or rough handling, people out there in the streets, they had called her in. But of course, when she went to go connect with Diana, um, Diana pissed her off and they was arguing. And then, well, we saw what happened with Diana. But yeah.
My man Mo.J had the paperwork on there. He had blew it up from when they was looking at them records when Kane and Effie had found the police records. And they say that girl Felicia had hella police like excessive force complaints. Like she had a whole bunch of them.
A lot of them, a lot of complaints. And Noble said, "You on it, bro."
Yeah, I be watching, yo, but I'm gonna give a lot of credit to y'all, all my content creators, because they be putting me on all the jewels. Anything I miss, they be fixing it for me. So I just stay tuned, then that's all.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's a lot of content creators out here, and the thing about it, we had a conversation in the B sector just recently about different content creators doing the same type of content on the same subject, but everybody presents it a different way. So I like to listen to different content creators because you can learn something new or get new ideas, just by watching different content creators. But we all put our same spin. Even it could be a million people talking about power, but we all seem to put our little sauce on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody got a different perspective. So you just basically giving it to y'all how we see it. Everybody see it different. So that's what make it cool for real. But everybody ideas is valid because we don't really know what's going on. We just guessing, so can't be wrong for real. You feel me?
That's true. That's true. Well, let me ask you about the building. Okay, so we know now Fight Club is off because right after Drew was getting big headed about running that, then Kane, he sent him a note saying me and wifey decided we liked the building, so they bought it. Do you think there was a reason they bought the building for real, or do you think he just did that to just get underneath his brothers, just piss them off?
Yeah, that's all that was. That's exactly all it was. They ain't got no reason for that shit. That shit is a waste of money. But wifey got that bag, and he might have not told her that Drew is the rat, but he might have made it seem as though like, look, I need to go buy this because this might help us out, as far as whoever talking to the police or somehow, some way he convinced her into buying it. But his reason is just only to piss Drew off.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys, what I'm going to end up doing, excuse me. So the chat, you know how you edit a video. I'm gonna edit out the political talk and the Diddy talk and all that out of the video, so it just stay on power. But you know how when you edit, the chat leaves. So sorry, you guys, but I'm gonna take that. I mean, trust me, I enjoyed the conversation. Nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm gonna break that off and make that a separate video and add it to my Diddy playlist. So that's what I'm gonna do. But what time you going live, y'all?
I'm probably gonna go around 6. I'm ready to go get myself set up and whatnot. 6 o'clock, I'm gonna jump on there. I'm only gonna probably do like half an hour, but I definitely enjoy chopping it up with you. I'm trying to come on your Diddy playlist and we can chop it up.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe we can go back and forth and just chop it up on each other's panels and shit like that. That'd be what's up.
I'm with that. And I hollered at you got Discord.
Because are you in a sector or you just like on YouTube?
Yeah, I just be freelancing for real, but my algorithm always keep me in the neighborhood of the things that I watch. So all y'all pop up on my algorithm because I be watching all the content creators. But I don't think I'm in the sector. I don't know.
Like I said, getting a lot of subscribers from our sector because usually if they feeling somebody, especially if they're on our panels or we rocking with somebody, you know how it goes. People subscribe to your channel. You might meet some people over here and be like, I think I want to subscribe to your channel. But yeah, I am part of the B sector. A lot of times people just be over there just beefing about any whole type of thing. But I'm one of those content creators where I don't beef, but I kind of just fell into that sector by way of being subscribed to certain people and doing commentary on certain people. But I do commentary on everything from the hood to the White House. And even the B sector, you might come across some of my videos, be like, who the fuck is she talking about?
Who right up in my I like to give my little commentary on different things for real too. I usually do sports, basketball, WNBA.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But yeah, I ain't really gotten.
Give me a little heads up. Just leave me a little heads up. But yeah, just set your link. You be on StreamYard?
Yeah, you got a Instagram or Discord?
Yeah, my Instagram is I don't have no chat per se or nothing like that on there, but I am on IG and it's the Hood Table, just like my channel name. So just send me a follow over there on IG.
Okay, it's mine gonna be the second name on there. I am Chizzy7G. It's gonna say that. But I want you to check out the Discord though, because then I can really link you in with all the creators for real. Because I don't even understand the Discord all the way. I guess it's just a way for everybody to communicate 24/7 type.
Yeah, we have those over here too. We have content creators in the B sector who have Discords, and basically what they do is they usually talking and discussing about the different topics from the different panels in whatever area of YouTube you are in. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically what they do in there. Sometimes they be dropping tea, and sometimes it's a little drama.
Right. But yeah. So I know everybody be in there that I'll be watching for the most part. I watch the conversation. We just be chopping it up, more memes, and
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, yeah, hit me up on IG and send me your link. And now my grandbaby is going to be here at 5, I think, and he's only 3. So I'll be able to tune into your live and chat with you today because he'll be, here till tomorrow morning. But that's just today. So otherwise I'll be able to hit your panel and get on your link or whatever. But he's going to be here, he's only 3. So, but I'll be able to
I got a 2-year-old. He be running me, so I get it. But thank you for having me, and I'll see you in a few.
All right, I'll be in your chat, babes.
Thank all y'all, man. For checking us out. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you are so welcome. Glad to have you anytime. I love me some Young. But yeah, he always has some great something great to add to the different TV shows that we review and political stuff as well. And y'all know, again, I'm not really into politics, okay? Sure. But anyway, I chime in where I can. I try to get in where I fit in, and I also try to stay in my lane, which is why I lead the politics for a lot of people who are really more knowledgeable in that and who really follow all these different candidates and things like that, and laws and regulations. But other than that, you guys, thanks for tuning in to our power review, which spun off into talking about Diddy and R. Kelly and politics and Kamala and Trump and just all kind of different shit. So I thank and appreciate y'all for joining us today. Please make sure if you didn't like and share on the way in, you do it on your way out. Also, feel free to subscribe to Young. I did put his link in the chat. Let me make sure it's still down here. I'm going to just put it in there again. Okay, so I just put Young Channel's link in there again for you guys. If y'all want to support him over on his channel, he said he's not really in a sector per se, but he does do commentary on different things, politics, sports, things like that or whatever. But yeah, feel free to go over there and subscribe to him as well. Okay, please and thank you very much. He will be live a little bit later talking about a little political stuff. So I'm going to be over there. Again, my G baby will be here in a couple of hours. So he'll be here keeping my main focus. Get that grandma, that yaya ace time. So he'll be my main focus, but I will be able to still chime in and comment in his chat just to show support because he has been supporting the Hood Table ever since he found us on the internet. So, and I do appreciate him as well. Now, anybody want to donate to the commentary or donate to the channel? Cash App is $ the Hood Table 402. Also, make sure you stay safe. Be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.